I like that it was just a continuation of where we left off from the last episode. I understand that we may have mixed vibes on Agatha. Our backstory about Agatha being a kind of like a mentor for Wanda, I'm sorry, did we not see a little bit of this? Don't you know that these are runes? I could not believe when she just banged Wanda against the walls. Bop, bop. Ooh, okay, maybe she's not actually nice to us. We'll just have to wait and play this one out a little bit. So we go into the first playback, back in Sokovia. Man, how eye-opening it is. We know her backstory and that she saw the missile and it said Stark. I said that like I was Spanish, not like I'm Eastern European. Anyways, you just cast a probability hex. Whoa. What? And then the other thing that I'd like to add is, are those her parents? Because we actually know that, Magneto is daddy. I'd be super interested. If you don't know, Wanda is actually the child of Magneto. But I don't know what they're going to do for these storylines. That's good. Great? Okay. This ended up being my favorite flashback in that Hydra scene. When she's going towards that stone, she has this flash, and it's Wanda in this red costume. We see it in the reflection of her eyes. Can confirm I did actually just see that. Where do we go next? We go into the Avengers facility. Oh, that scene was so sweet. You really get to see the bond between them develop. Stare that they have between each other. That was a long stare. This long of a type of stare. This is when it gets so much more serious. When we go into Sword, it just fills in so many dots, man. I hate Agent Hayward. I really don't like that guy. You just feel so bad for Wanda. Please look away. I really do think that Agent Hayward is the ultimate enemy in this series. I think there's more to him than he's letting on. The statement that he says to Wanda, not everyone has your power that you can bring him back. What? When has Wanda ever done that before? Ever? How did he have this idea of the capabilities of her powers? If you have some insight into that, please leave a comment below. He's got a bigger purpose. He's got to. But man, you weren't expecting how everything happened and how it happened. I've been sitting here saying that Wanda's been losing her stuff, but can you blame her? Especially with this episode, went to the place that Vision was gonna build her a house. Man, was that scene nuts. She just freaks out. Super Saiyan, you ain't got nothing on this. And then we get another Vision. Yellow was coming out. That's the Mind Stone, bro. That is the Mind Stone. And then the scene ends, and Agatha's just in the middle of this is who I am. That was finally the scene where I had to ask myself, do I think Agatha is evil or not? I'm so on the fence with this. One really important comment that she makes, you're a myth. Is being a spontaneous creation. Wanda isn't just some witch. She's a legend. I've got to mention is how the episode ends. You don't know the power that you control. It's chaos magic. You are the Scarlet Witch. Oh, oh. My room erupted. The only person in my room was me. We've only been waiting for that for years. That now we finally get to call her Scarlet Witch. What does it mean for her to come into this role of the Scarlet Witch? So exciting, man. Oh. I had something else that I wanted to mention. If I'm going to give any guesses for next episode, I think a lot of my guesses from last episode are going to translate over to this episode. Agatha is going to teach Wanda. They're going to get to some understanding so she can control her magic. And I think they're going to have to work together to fight that extra credit scene. That is another reason Agent Hayward is our biggest enemy. So I think that is going to be our major showdown. But you know who I think is going to play a big role in all of this is our girl Monica. My guess would be Monica ends up coming out into that showdown in the middle of the street, or Darcy ends up showing up. Someone's going to interject themselves. I think Wanda's vision is going to end up helping them fight Hayward's vision. I think the kids are going to end up being non-existent. Or are they real? We're just going to get closure on everyone. It was a really good episode. If you don't know, it's all coming to a close, guys. Next week is the season finale. There's going to be such good energy in the air. I can't wait to review the finale with you guys. It's going to be a great time. Yeah, I think that's what I got. With all that being said, I'm going to wrap this up here. If you have enjoyed these videos, please click that subscribe button right below the video. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next week.